Hey guys, I'm at work. It is the next day after everybody's like, what happened? What happened? I almost went to jail type situation. And so I am free from a meeting for a little while. It's 10:15. So I thought I would share with y'all what I can right now of what happened. And if I don't get to finish this, then I'll finish it when I get off of work. So I was actually leaving work yesterday, and I left out of the parking lot from work, and immediately a cop puts on his flashers and pulls me over. I didn't even know this until I got here today, but a few people saw behind me that somebody pulled out behind me, and he passed them up to get to me. And I'm like, okay, what is going on? I pull over as soon as I can because where I work, there's nowhere to really pull over. So I waited till I could pull into a parking lot right down the road. And so I pulled over, and he's like, what is going on? Like, I pulled you over because you came out of a one-way. I said, for one, that's where I work, and it's private parking. It's not a road, so legally I didn't do anything wrong. And he got all mad at me because I told him that I didn't do anything against the law. Sorry, my phone keeps wanting to fall. And he was like, can you step out of the vehicle? I'm like, sure. Well, the lights from the cop car were making me super dizzy because I have epilepsy. And I'm like, look, I have epilepsy. Can you please turn the lights off because I will end up falling out? He ignored me. And so then I got really dizzy. And he's like, are you under the influence of anything? And I'm like, no, I'm not under the influence of anything. I have epilepsy. And, yeah. So then he was like, okay, I need you to turn around. Get out of the vehicle, turn around, put your hands behind your back, and you're being restrained at the moment. And he put me in the cop car. So then, once he puts me in the car, he comes back up to me and he's like, are you sure you don't have any drugs or weapons in your vehicle? I said, the only drugs I'm going to have in my car are my medications that are prescribed to me because of my medical condition. I said, I don't have weapons. I would not have weapons on me. I don't own a weapon, so I wouldn't have that. He was like, okay, well, do you want your phone? Because you can make some phone calls while you're sitting in the cop car. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's in my car. Like, you can grab it out of the front seat and bring it to me. So he leaves me in the handcuffs, and I have to make the phone calls in the handcuffs in the back of the cop car. And I don't know what's going on at that point. So I sent Jonathan a text because I knew he was in court, and I was like, look, you may have to come get me from jail. I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything wrong, but he's threatening to take me to jail. So Jonathan calls up a friend and sends him out that's an attorney in the local area that he went to school with. And he came and told him, look, she has this medical condition. You're not going to find any drugs or weapons in the car. And I mean, he kept threatening. He was like, I'm going to send you to jail. I'm going to send you to jail. And so, like, I've been all over the place, y'all. All over the place. So he asked Jonathan's friend, like, can you bring her home? Because I'm not comfortable letting her drive at this point. Instead of me bringing her to jail, can you bring her home? He was like, well, why do you have to bring her to jail? He didn't have any reason. And so he was like, well, I think she's under the influence. I'd like to do a hold on her overnight and all this, blah, blah, blah. And so they kind of are like back and forth, like, we both told you she's not under the influence. You could do a breathalyzer. She literally just left work. So yeah, he brought me home, and 2 hours later we came back and got my car, and the cop was still circulating the area. I get to work this morning, and he's already harassed 3 other employees. And so yeah, my big boss has already reached out to the DA's office to try and get this taken care of for everybody, because now none of us feel safe to be working here. So yeah, that is what's going on. I may be filing a lawsuit. I just have to kind of give it some time to let it blow over. Sorry, my nose is itching. Because I need to deal with my custody stuff first, and it's in the same jurisdiction. So, yep, that is what happened. I'm still shaken up quite a bit. I did not even drive here to work this morning. Like, I literally drove about 10 minutes away and had somebody meet me, and I'm just riding with her every day, so that way we have two people in a car that can defend each other. So